Hello everybody. How are we today? How are we all doing? I hope we are well. I am well. I had a nice lie-in today. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday, but we went to see the Minecraft movie yesterday with the grandkids. So that was fun. Interesting movie. I'm still not quite sure what I thought about it. But the kids seemed to enjoy it, so that was good. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm still not sure what I thought about it. It ended up, to me, like being a bit of a satire. Bama Cozy, hi, how are you? How's the audio, Bama? Is the music too loud? Too low? I've actually, I forgot to click on the go live button because I was sitting here chilling out to the music. And I looked at the thing and it went, waiting before Granny does games. I was like, oh. Whoops-a-daisy. So I hope you've all got your drinks. Good for you. Lovely. So I hope you've all got your drinks and you're ready for some cozy murder mystery vibes. And I'm thinking it might be a murder mystery. I'm not sure. But judging by the Butler County Times, it says so far local police are not sure what caused the crash. So you might have to, I think there's some puzzling to this game. So you might all have to help me out. Although I think there is a help function if you get stuck. So hopefully that's a thing. But yeah. Thank you. Somebody sending love. I know there's a lot of people streaming. A lot of people are streaming Dinkum at the moment, so I don't know how many people will be here. However, we might try and jump into this game. And hopefully, lots of love coming from on the chat. Thank you. I love you all too. Love you guys. That's how we do it. Yep. How's your day been, Bama Cozy? Has it just started? Are you in the middle? Is it the evening for you? What's going on with you today? Hopefully everything is going great. So, I've actually taken the face cam off this game because it looked, I had a quick look at someone sort of kind of just starting the game, and it looked like the screen is quite busy. Nice and quiet. Oh, I'm glad you're having a lovely quiet day, Bama Cozy. I'm hoping today will be quiet for me too, after 2 days of 3 granddaughters. I can do a little bit of a break. Although we did manage to keep them occupied. So that was good. So the two girls, my daughter's 2 girls, have gone off to their other grandma next week, so my daughter will have a nice quiet week, which will be lovely for her because I think she's a bit exhausted, and I think her hubby is a bit exhausted too. Busy work days for them. Okay, let's pop into this game. As you can see, no face cam, but I think the I think the whole screen is going to be a little bit busy. New game. Okay. The root trees are dead. Oh dear, they're all dead. Starts off a bit. Oh, before I start, hope this does not trigger any of you guys in the US, because I know that you've just had a plane crash. Well, I think it was a helicopter crash into the Hudson River. So, apologies that if this triggers anybody. I don't mean it to. Apparently this is locked. There's a new mystery to unlock once you finish The Root Trees Are Dead. Wow. It will go on. Okay. Slot 1. Oh, here we go. We're loading. Oh, the lovely music has gone off. Right, that's okay. How long is it going to take to load? Good question. Says the root trees are loading. I'm sure the family's not loading. It's the game that's loading, not the family, because the family are no more, unfortunately. Or are they? Maybe they are. Oh, it's taken a long time to load. Oh, here we go. I was beginning to get a little concerned there. Okay, how is the sound? How's the vocals? It was December the 6th.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottree Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash.
Oh no.
On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottree and his daughters, the Roottree sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.
Or unalived, as Oh, hello. Somebody's knocking on the door.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottree Company's lawyers are scrambling. Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for. I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees.
Oh, dear.
A genealogy genie, as it were. I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Oh, I'm all up for a job of a lifetime. Okay, I'm not a sleuth as such. I'm a genealogist. Okay, we are going to have to figure out the family line, obviously. Okay, complete the family tree of the Roottree sisters. Our siblings are in birth order, oldest to youngest. Examine my evidence, search the internet, fill in the names. Oh, I didn't get time to read that. Oh, here we go. Fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. Alrighty then. So, it's got 2 pieces of evidence here. I'm on the notice board, obviously. 2 pieces of evidence. Okay. Got milk picture. Did they go out to get milk? Did they not come back? Okay. The person who hired you gave you this photo with the note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottree Sisters Got Milk ad. Oh, it was ad. Okay. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake moustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate. They painted fake moustaches on themselves? Did they do it? The ad's copy reads, "You might recognise our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognise our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a root tree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it. Without milk or without calcium? I think they mean without milk. Okie dokie. So that's the one piece of evidence. Oh, that's, they look very happy, don't they? Okay. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need to fill in the family tree. Okay, before we start going any further, a bit of background to this. This came out in January, and I found it during the Steam Fest, one of the Steam Fests, and I downloaded it like months ago. But I kind of never found time to start it. So I think some people have played it. Anyway, that's the background to why I'm playing this. Is this the same list? Oh, that's the same list. Okay. Eloise, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then there's all these various people. So we have Candy, Carly, Gwendolyn, Gwyn, Christina, Lauren, Candy, Carly, Gwendolyn, Raina, Riley, Samantha, Tessa. Those are all the root trees. Oh, and these are the men. There's a lot of men in the Roottree family. Okay, so that's our first bit of evidence. Okay, what's this? Oh, we have the internet. Uh-oh. Familiar noises to all you people who are as old as me. Connecting to the internet. Well, I suppose this is 1998, so yeah, that was... Spider Search. Isn't that the little thing on the game, I think? We are spider searching. Okay, pro tip, you can create notes quickly by highlighting the text with your mouse. Alright. Okay, well we won't search yet, because that's our home. This is our notepad. Welcome to your notepad. On each page, other than this one, you can jot down important information such as names, family relationships, marital status, sibling count, or anything else you'd like to remember. Well, that's good, because I did get myself a pen and a piece of paper, just in case I had to write things down, but no. They were very friendly and useful. They gave us a notepad. You can rename the page titles. You can highlight any text in your web browser for a quick option to add to notes. The entire contents of your notepad are saved even if you quit the game. Good. Siblings, cousins, second cousins. Yep, they're distant cousins. Third cousins. People who share the same great-grandparents. Okay. American school terms, just in case we don't know. Yearbooks, okay. Alright, so that's the note. What is this? Oh, this is the hints, just in case. And currently playing music, F7. Alright. Do we like the music? Slow Burn by Manuel Trabuca. Nice. Apparently we can change the music, but I quite like the music. Right. So, we've examined the evidence. Now we have to search the internet for clues. So we need to know the Roottree sisters. Okay, so if we put in here the Roottree sisters. Oh, it's a bit plonky. Search. Oh, here we go. There are lots of obituaries that focus on the Roottree sisters' modelling careers. You can also come across an unofficial Roottree fan site seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young... Oh dear, what was she saying? The young webmaster writes, Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. But Riley is the smart one. Rose is a middle child like me. Okay, so can we highlight here? We're highlighting, highlighted. Highlight. Okay, Raina. So she's the eldest sister. Okay. Married to TMS. Okay. Married to TMS. Nice. Okay, we're saving that note. And then we have Riley. Can I highlight it while I'm here? Here we go. Highlight. Riley is smart. So she's the youngest because Rose is the middle child. Okay. Youngest child. Sister. And smart. Okay. She's smart. Apparently. We might need to know that later on in the piece. Okay. And Rose. That's a very weird spelling of Rose. Mind you, people do Rose. Rose. Why is that younger sister smart on Rose? That's not right. Sergeant Quilters, hi, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, do I save note? Okay. No, that's not right. That's not right. I want to edit it. Delete the note. I want to edit this. No, I don't want to delete the note. I want to add the note. Why can't I add a note to Riley? Okay, so this is the middle sister. How are you doing? Quilters, how are you doing? Well, yeah, I know. I haven't seen you on for ages. I haven't seen you around for ages. How's the quilting going? She's the middle sister. Yeah, okay, middle sister. But how do I add a note? That's page 1. Well, we'll just call it page 1. I don't want to delete it. I want to... Okay, we'll delete the note maybe and do another note for Riley. Oops. Highlight. Why does it do that? Why did that? Oh, because I didn't save it, I think, maybe. Save the note. That's my problem. That's my problem. Maybe if I do this now. Been very busy. It's been crazy. Decided to take a few minutes to watch and lurk. Oh dear, what's been going on with you, eh? Quilters, have you been doing a lot of crafting or just stuff? Just life stuff. Okay. So this is the youngest sister and she is smart. Okay. Don't forget to save the notes. All right. You might think they're rich just because they're models, but their dad is also president of the candy company, and their mum Brenda is a fashion designer. They do the modelling for her brand. root. I eat root tree candy, all patterns to write and quilts to finish. Oh, wow. Oh, do you work as... Is that your job, quilters? What a lovely job if it is. How wonderful. She eats root tree candy all the time. Her favourite are maple crisps and tries to dress in plaid root. Plaid root? Clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. Oh, plaid root clothes. Okay, sometimes I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. Okay, so I don't know whether I can add another note under... Doesn't seem to let me have write another note under the sister, unless I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, we'll type another note. So we know that... Who did Fletch kill this time? These people obviously didn't pay their licenses because they're corporate, you know. They're corporate candy makers, and they felt like they didn't need to owe Fletch anything, but they obviously didn't buy a license for making their candy, and that was it. They were gone. My goodness. Okay, I'm writing a note here. So Riley dresses in plaid root, whatever the hell that is. Excuse my language. And does most of the posters. And Rose has her ears pierced. Oh, that was not right. Rose has her ears pierced. Okay. All right. We saved the note. Righto, anything else here? Okay, shall we go back to here? Okay, so Raina is the eldest sister, so we know her name now. Raina Roottree. There's Candy Roottree. Elias. Oh, they're in alphabetical order. Raina Roottree. Okay. And the middle one is... The middle one was Rose. Rose Roottree. Rose. Raina, Riley, Robert, Ronald. There's no Rose. Okay. Rose. There's nobody in the list with that name. If someone isn't in the list of names that your employer provided, doing a deeper dive on what you learn about them will often lead to additional discoveries. Yes, Quilters says, yes, I have my own business. Quilting is my passion. Gaming is probably my second favourite. That's why I watch. Lets me live vicariously for others that get to play. Oh, I'm sorry you don't get to play because you're busy. But, oh, well, at least you're living out your actual passion, which is fantastic. I think Ash is living out his passion in his job as well. Well, his other job. The job that he's trying to build up. How are you doing, Ash, anyway? How's life? A good research tip is to make note of any brand names, books, products, lines, or magazines that you don't recognize and search for them. Okay, but we know that this is Riley, don't we? Roottree, Riley Roottree, Raina Roottree, Rose Roottree. I wonder if she's called something else like Reva or what other girl's name begins with R? Riley. Okay. I'm passionate about being close to bankrupt. I know how you feel. I have said, my husband and I have decided that we probably can't actually live for much older than about 85 because we're probably going to run out of money. Which will be a thing. Sorry, my chair's a bit squeaky. Hi, Jose. How are you doing? Welcome in. That jazzy bit. I know, isn't it lovely? I love the music. It's very chill. I'm loving it. So we've got to find out what Rose's name is. Raina, unknown spouse. Oh, didn't we say? Where can I see my notes? Raina is married to TMS. Okay, TMS. Can I put down TMS? TMS. What do you reckon? TMS. S. Whose surname is S? Nobody's, apparently. I thought it was in alphabetical order. I'm looking for an S surname. Very 1930s. It is. Well, it's 1998. The thing is set in 1998. For everybody who's just come in, I didn't put the face cam on because I was thinking that maybe it would block. I usually have my face cam down here, but I didn't know whether it would block anything. Jose, you're doing just great, but you still have a sore knee after doing 3 days of exercise. Oh, that's right. I remember you had a sore knee. It's not getting any better? That's a shame. S. There's Sheridan. Thomas Sheridan. TMS. I reckon that might be Thomas Sheridan. Let's see if we've got that right. But we need to Rose Roottree. Let's search for Rose Roottree. She's not as popular as her older sister Raina, but is still very well known. Most of the time they're lumped together as the Roottree sisters. Unfortunately, the result for Rose by herself don't lead to anything different than when searching for the sisters together. Can't find what you're looking for? If someone isn't in the list of names that your employer provided, go deeper diving. On what you learn about them will often lead to, research tips. Names, brand names, books, product lines, or magazines that you don't recognize. Okay. Brand names. Just put in, Roottree. Okay, most articles mention Carl Roottree, who was the president of the Roottree Candy Company. His daughters are also eulogized and collectively referred to as the Roottree sisters. They've been famous from a very early age. Okay. Roottree. Rose. Roottree. Real name. I mean, this is the internet. Nah, it's not happening. I don't know where to go for next. Got milk picture. Got milk. Maybe we look at the ad. Okay. Internet. How about got milk? Got milk. Got Milk is a series of advertisements for milk founded by dairy farms that features celebrities with milk moustaches. The Rootrees did an ad that used a modified version of the photo that you have in your inventory. The ad mentions they are models on magazine covers. Oh, okay. What shall I search for next? Hi Sim, how are you doing? Maybe root trees magazine covers. Oh dearie me. Roottree magazine covers. Check for tiger. Only one personal concept at a time. Oh. Magazine. Nope. Magazine. Nope. Okay, I think we are having a bit of trouble here. The names don't help us. We're trying to find this name. I've not got any hint. Don't know where to look next. Get a hint. It's a good idea to research someone's interests and occupation. Okay. That wasn't a very good hint, was it? Maybe models? No, so it means Rose root. It's like every internet search, isn't it? Got to find the right thing to type in. Model. What is this game? It's called the Rootrees, and it's like we've been tasked to figure out the family tree because they're looking for people, because the Roottree family have all died. They've been unalived in a plane crash, and the lawyers are looking for people to give the money to. So that's a thing. Okay, guys, I think I've got quite a lot of things working at the moment. Stream Elements is working. Facecam is... I'll put the Facecam on and see what happens. Here I am. There we go. It might be okay, actually. Hi! Yeah, so we've been tasked to search this family tree. And we have to find the names of these people. And their occupations. Weren't they all models? But that's what we're doing. And we're on the internet trying to find out. Good research tips. Note any brand names, books, product lines, or magazines you don't recognize. It's not as popular as her owner's sister Raina. Maybe if we... So I'm trying to find... search when sometimes helps directly, even when they don't. Trying to find something that's going to give me... I think I might... Maybe if I research Raina... Raina. 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 If I could spell it would be good. Why do they have to have such long names? Oh no, the spotlight moved you to the green cloth section. What? No, I've got a green screen now. Look, hold on, I'll show you. Green screen, Ash. Can you see green? Can't see green cloth, did you? Oops. Why did it stop making noise? Oh, what happened? Oh no, the game crashed. Whoops-a-daisy. That was not good. Whoops-a-daisy. Hold on. I will try getting the game to come back up again. I blame you, Ash. Okay, we're back. Oops, indeed. Continue. The dial-up internet of that computer couldn't handle it exactly. We're back. We be back. Where were we? Okay, we were spider searching. Here we go. We're dialing up. We're spider searching. Raina. Oh no, I'm caps lock now. Ray. Nope. Wish they would spell their names just properly, okay? None of this fancy spelling. Raina root tree. Nothing. Okay, I'm search. No. I am not quite sure where to go to next. Let's put in the Roottree sisters again. Okay. The website also continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about Root fashion lines. I suppose we could put in Root. So Root fashion. See what that comes up with. Here we go. Root. The period is part of the name. Oh, okay. It's a clothing company. They make clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers. And although their website is down, likely due to increased web traffic, you find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes towards a target audience. One of them has this to say: "You spied the Roottree sisters looking hella fly on catalogues, magazines and posters. Now you too could be like Raina, Rose and Riley." You also come across a website from a collector of clothing catalogues. Apparently Root has released 2 catalogues per year ever since 1984, and Raina appeared on almost all of them. There is only one that the webmaster considers a collector's item enough to mention. It seems that Brenda Roottree, the Roottree sisters' mother and Root's head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose in 1985. The site says that this was the only time her daughter was ever listed by a birth name, Carly Roottree. Okay, let's put down the no-no. So, Rose, Row, I've put down Row. Rose, real name, Carly. That's a normal name. Okay, Carly, Roottree. Jacob, Carl and Carly. So she's named after her dad. Okay, occupations. Rightio. Weren't they all models? I think they were all models, weren't they? Roottree sister, webmaster. Do I put in model? Can I just write it in? Oh, here we go. Model. Weren't they all models? Maybe. Let's put models in and see whether we get that right or not. And model. Yes. Yoo-hoo. Photos. Right, photos. You don't have any portraits available. Get started. Click on faces in your evidence tab. Oh, right, okay. Okay, which one is which? Okay. All right. Who do you think is the eldest? Are they in order? Eldest to youngest? This portrait can now be used in the family tree. All right. Okay. Okay. She looks like the youngest, to be honest with you. So I would say she's the... Oh no, because Rose has earrings. Rose has earrings. I remember that bit. Who is also Carly. And she definitely looks like the youngest. Yeah, we did it. Kiddo. Okay. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. You have also locked the following optional entry. Booyah! 3 blood relatives. Booyah! Okay, she's just going to say...
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired.
I'm hired. How much you going to pay me, lady? I need the money. You know. Hold on a minute, let's put this back.
The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch.
Uh-oh. There's always a catch. You never get this stuff for free.
The root trees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I've done family genealogy churches before, trying to find my long-lost father. Never found him, but I found an awful lot about my family. It's all up there on Ancestry.com. Not sponsored, by the way. It'd be lovely if I was sponsored.
The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives.
Okay. Blood. Direct blood relatives. Show me
Anyone
your blood.
related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
Okay.
Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable root trees.
Okay.
Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree.
Okay.
I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Why is blood relative in black, bold, and capitalized? Seems kind of creepy. Or is that just me? Okay. Oh, somebody else?
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the root trees reaches out,
Yes.
I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you.
I
and
don't
good
know
luck.
who you are. How can I mention you if I don't know who you are? Alrighty, mysterious weird lady. They are being specific. They certainly are. Okay. Sleuth. Oh, Lord. I have to find... The Roottree Candy Company was founded in 1908. Before the person who hired you returns, every time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree, completely correct, name, occupation, portrait, they'll be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional. By placing them in the tree, it helps remove extra names and photos. Okay, Gwyneth, Elias. I need 3 more correct blood relatives before they will lock in. Okay, Gwyneth. Gwyneth Anderson. Okay, are there any more? Oh, surely she's a blood relative. If they're married, surely they're a blood relative because, they had the babies. Any other Gwyneths? Just to check, because they might be trying to trick me. Gwendolyn. Zachariah. That's a nice name. Jessica. Elias. Oh, there's 2 Eliases. There's 4 Eliases. How rude. Well, he's junior, so yeah. Okay. Maybe if we have clues. Okay, we have clues. Notable root trees. Easy to find online. The Roottree sisters, Carl Roottree, Elias and Gwyneth Roottree. Gwyn Roottree, Red Roottree. There's 2 Gwyneths that I saw, yeah. That's what I was thinking. But they come as a matched pair, so maybe we should research Elias and Gwyneth. Jim, Lauren, and Miracle Jr. Miracle is obviously a miracle. Okay, Elias and Gwyneth Roottree. What is this? Oh, candy. Yeah, makes me want a chocolate now. And Sam, are you having something tasty for lunch? Normally when you come on, you're having something tasty with your husband for lunch. It's Saturday here in Australia. Radical new flavours. There are 5 flavours. Because the inventor had 5 Oh, so it was more than... There were like 4 or 5 Elias's, Sim. Radical because it's no longer the 1920s. What, even an elderberry? What, even an elderberry? Anyway, 1920s. What's wrong with the elderberry? Elderberry is very nice. Okay, nutrition. Oh my goodness me. Intuition. You've been in this line of work for a long time. So long, in fact, you've developed a sixth sense. I enjoyed that movie, actually. That was a good movie. I was looking that movie up the other day, and the kid that was in The Sixth Sense, he's now kind of rather a round-looking man. I don't know quite what he's doing now, but he's on the internet. Yeah, anyway, it's not my fault you asked. Yes, we're having sushi and Daniel's donuts. I love sushi. I love donuts. Fortunately, I got up late today and had a very late breakfast, so I'm not hungry, so I cannot be tempted by your beautiful lunch, Sim. Oh my goodness me. Okay. The numbers in the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to us. 11 clues on this one. Higher the number, the more there are to find. At the start of your search, the notables list sets off alarm bells. A list of famous people that you can find via a search engine. Is this music okay? Is it too loud? Let me know if it's annoying you. I've turned mine down because I get kind of annoyed by certain pieces of music. A list of famous people that you can find via a search engine. It's pretty rare to get something useful, but take advantage of it. As you progress, the numbers will change. Whenever you find more evidence... Oh, okay, so... if a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look. I read that as nutrition, not intuition, didn't I? That's because I was just talking to Sam about food. That's how my brain works. Okay, often the most satisfying revelations, wording, English, it's hard, come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored, armed with new perspectives. Sometimes the reason certain evidence has such a high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. Okie dokie then. Alrighty then. So, there's 11 pieces of 11 pieces of evidence connected to this candy. Okay. Hold on. What haven't we looked at? The story so far. Okay. So, for those of you new, the Roottree sisters and their parents died in a plane crash. That means if they had 5 children, there's only 3 children that died in this plane crash. That means that there's 2 other children around somewhere. Are they boys or girls? We don't know. Okay, the next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at your door and said lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. After a quick test, the figure gave you access to resources, including a list of notable root trees, and they want you to fill out 6 more blood relatives. Okie dokie. So we are looking for, who was it? Gwyneth and Elias root tree. Okay. Elias and Gwyneth. Elias and Gwyneth. Okay, Spider Search was founded in 1997 and is one of the most up-to-date and advanced. It's recommended to search for only one person's name at a time. Okay, all right. All right, okay. God, a cranky search engine this is. Very cranky. It's printing. It printed something. I didn't ask you to print something. That's freaky. I'm freaked out. Elias Roottree was the founder and first president of the Roottree Candy Company. You find what is essentially a propaganda site about him created by the Roottree Candy Company, and at the top there's a picture of him and his wife. That picture has been added to your evidence. Oh, thank you. There is a biography section that has some additional information. Elias is credited for inventing 5 pieces of popular maple candy. Maple candy. Before that, the farm he inherited by marrying his wife, only produced syrup. So she's old money, obviously, and he married into money. Good for him. After 5 pieces became wildly successful, Elias spent his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. If you can hear tapping in the background, by the way, that is because over to that way, I have 2 little windows in this room, and there are trees outside the windows, and there's these little tiny birds that come every morning and start tapping on the windows. I think it's because I don't know what they're doing, but they do it every morning. I mean, you'd think they'd be looking for insects, but I can't see any insects. Mind you, I'm not a little tiny bird, so I don't have little tiny eyes that can look at little tiny things. But all day long, they sit in those trees and twitter away and knock on the window, which I think is probably more pleasant than having cockerels crowing all the time. Just me. Okay, he's got a reputation as a family man. He's quoted on the site as saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup." Do we believe that? And that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy. Okay. The site also enthusiastically claims that he made good on that promise, but offers no additional details. There are a few more quotes about Elias from a book called The Family Man. The Roottree Can we highlight this? Can we highlight all of this? Oops. Highlight it. Okay. So, what do we write in here? Blood is thicker than syrup. Blood is thicker than syrup. And they're very biased, apparently. Biased book. What else? Bloody thing. Linked by blood. Any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy. Okay, his great-grandson Carl. Alright, let's highlight this. Was voted Watchman of the Year. Highlight. Oh, save the root. So, okay, we good, I think we good. So, Elias and Gwyneth. Okay, this is a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth. Look at that hair. That's what I call hair. Quite a mane. He was probably a Leo. It was taken in 1909 after they founded the Roottree Candy Company before it was successful. From what you've found searching the internet, it seems quite difficult to find any site about Elias and Gwyneth that isn't accompanied by this picture. Elias and Gwyneth are on the notable Roottrees list in your evidence. They will be marked on the chart with a star. Alrighty then. Okay, let's have a look here. Can we put... Oh, okay. Gwyneth. Marked on my chart with a star. Gwyneth. Was it Gwyneth Anderson? Have we got to that point? Anderson Gwyneth. Do you think she's Anderson, or would she be Anderson? Because I can't see a Gwyneth under the Roottrees. Where's the Roottrees? There's Carl. There's Roottree Elias. Roottree Gwyn. But no Roottree as Gwyneth. So, because when you put them down on a family tree, they're under their okay. Roottree Elias. Roottree. Pretty sure he'll be Elias, I think. Okay. Every time you get 3 additional blood relatives, okay. Once you verify this person, you'll be able to add bonus photos. What was he? He was a candy maker. Is that under here? President. Actor, advertising, author, chef, comedian, director. Is president, first president? Oh, let's go back to the internet. Elias Roottree was a first president of the, first president, okay. And his wife, what was his wife? I don't think she had a job, did she? Did she have a job? Not sure she had a job. No, that's the evidence. Okay, so he is first president. First president. But we don't have a photo for him. Okay. How do we find a photo? I've got a feeling she is Gwyneth Anderson, because there isn't any other Gwyneth. And I don't know that she has an occupation yet. Housewife? Maybe? Maybe she's a housewife? Maybe? Okay. So, I think we've got all his. Okay, let's you can't just add a name. Gwyneth Roottree. Okay. You find the first Anderson maple farm. There we go. So there are few pictures, including the famous picture. Okay, so there's no actual pictures of Gwyneth. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth Roottree was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so As the oldest sister, she was going to inherit the maple farm as long as she married. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. Their success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Though the Roottree Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction according to their website. There are many daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s. There we go. How do we find a picture then of first Anderson Maple Farm? Do I find Anderson Maple Farm? Maybe? No. That's the same stuff. Okay. What else should I type in? Maybe 5 pieces? 5 pieces. Okay. From marketing materials and various case histories, I think I might put 5 pieces in the notes because I think that might be important. 5 pieces, and this was iconic candy. Small, colourful, shell-coated maple candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf. Although they usually have one flavour that looks more like a berry. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavours, but the shape, in shape of maple leaf with berry flavours. So the berries have changed over the years, but the shape and the maple syrup has not changed. There are also a history of printing advertising website that claims to have 5 pieces advertisements scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy. Sweet History of Candy by Charles Lee. Okay. Unfortunately, when you click through the website, it seems like their image links are broken. Okay. Shall I look up Charles Lee? Nothing relevant. Okay. Who was the other woman? Bess Williams. Bess Williams. Bess Williams was an author born in the late 1800s. She lived just outside of Miami and died tragically young in a major hurricane in 1986. The information about her book, Family Man, seems to have faded over time. I think that's a bit of a dead end. Okay. Let's go back to our clues. We're looking for a photo. Where would we find a photo of these 2 guys? Nope, not there. Not there. Not there. Can we click on them? Oh! Ahem. As easy as that. As easy as that. Okie dokie, there's a fly in here now. Go away, fly. Gwyneth. Yes. Well, there's a photo that's missing. Okay. I feel that we should be good, yes? Has that been verified? They're married. But is this not right? What is this? That's just something is wrong here. Maybe it's the wrong name. We could try Elias C. Elias M. What have I done wrong, guys? What do you think I've done wrong? Because it doesn't seem to be saying that this is right. Surely it would do something. Maybe I need to look through the Elias root tree. I've missed something, I think. Elias Roottree. It doesn't seem to have a middle name. Doesn't seem to have a middle name. But why is it not? Oh, maybe I need to. Oh, maybe I should look up the author's name. What was that author again? Where's my notes? There's a blooming fly in here. It's driving me nuts. I am going to have to get rid of it. I will be right back. I'm back. With the fly spray. I come back with the fly spray. Okay, let's have a look at Bess Williams. Bess Williams. Can't spell. Williams, and the book title is Family Man. Family. Oh, it's a long, brilliant book title. Man. The Roottree Legacy. Okay. Search. Oh. No downloadable version. Okay, fine. How about Charles Lee. Charles Lee. And it is the sweet history of candy. Search. Nothing relevant. Okie dokie. Okay. Periodicals. Periodical. I don't think I've got a periodical. Any periodicals here anywhere? Don't think so. So the Roottree Candy Company. Search. It just says Elias Roottree. It doesn't say he has a middle name. Maybe I've got Gwyneth wrong. 5 layers dipped in crispy, crackly coating. Maybe I've got Gwyneth wrong. She's definitely Gwyneth Anson. I think must be just Elias, I think. How do I do other relatives though? How do I get down to the next family tree? Hint. Get a hint. You haven't searched for everyone on your list of notable root trees. That's a good place to start. Oh, okay. My list of notable root trees. I've got to search for everybody. Notable root trees. Okay, so Carl. Okay, let's search for Carl then. Okie dokie, back to spider search. Carl Roottree. Carl Roottree. Okay. Oof, daisy. Okay. Carl Roottree died in the recent plane crash along with his wife Brenda Roottree and their daughters, the Roottree sisters. He was the president of the Roottree Candy Company as well as the clothing company. Okay, let's do another note of Carl Roottree. Right. Carl Roottree. Don't know what president he was yet. Don't know which president. He must be the last president. Maybe. Last president. Wife is Brenda. There's a short press release. It is with heavy hearts that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda and the Roottree sisters and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. The entire Roottree family is in shock and requesting privacy at this time. As head of our company, Carl was an incredible man and an unmatched leader. Fulfilling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time. In the interim, we hope that you join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious title of Watchman of the Year. Was Watchman of the Year, like his great-grandfather. So Elias? Like Elias. Okay. Righty-ho. So we've searched Carl. Maybe search Brenda? Brenda Roottree. You stumble across an auction for a black and blue dress, that's a Brenda White. Oh, she was Brenda White. So Brenda. Brenda Roottree. Was Brenda Wright. And she's a fashion designer. Okay. A white and gold dress. Okay, she's a fashion designer. Rightio. Okay, next. Who's next on our list of people to search for? So we've got Carl Elias Gwyn Roottree. Okay, Gwyn Roottree. I'll be good at typing by the time I finish. No, that's not Gwyn. Double N? Question mark? Yeah, maybe I didn't spell it right. Dawn. A double N. I knew it was a double N. And I only put one N in. Okay, double N. Oh, well, I've got a Gwyn's photo and it's a girl. You find some information on a website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. The cat has decided to make an appearance. What are you doing, young lady? Are you going to come and help me solve this mystery, please? No. You're going to go and sit in the sun, aren't you? There we go. She wants to sit on her cushion at the back of my computer. In the sun. Hopefully, she's more delicate than Shinji is. Her little paws just go, and she steps over the keyboard, whereas Shinji jumps up and goes blonk, blonk, blonk. Okay, so VHS. Anyone remember VHS? I remember VHS. We had so much stuff. Remember when you would be able to record a TV show or something on your VHS when you linked it to the TV? Oh my goodness, those were the days. When all it cost you was a VHS machine and a cassette. And you could watch that movie over and over again. Now you have to pay for a website and a streaming service and 3 streaming services or 4 streaming services. Anyway, I'm ranting. Gwyn Roottree. I will highlight her. Okay. She is not a fashion designer. Brenda's the fashion designer. Okay. Hold on. Right, delete that one. Save this note. Right, let's do this again. Oops. Okay, she is a actress. Okay. In the 1950s. Oh, the decade I was born in. 1950s, okay. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicised divorce. Oh, divorced. Her biggest role was in the minor hit movies like Guys Like Us and the Hollywood flop Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture of Gwyn from behind the scenes in one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Did you know Gwyn was the granddaughter of Elias Roottree, the founder, she shouldn't have been named Roottree, but her father took her mother's famous name. Oh, which was quite rare in those days. Oh, okay. So, she was the granddaughter of Elias. And her father took the Roottree name. Sorry, I'm not putting capitals in. Okay, well that's good. And we've got another photo added. Do we have more evidence added then? Aha! I'd say she was a fine looking woman. Platinum blonde. Okay. Good. We found that. Alrighty then. Okay, next on the list is Red. Red Roottree. My name's Red. Okay. Red Roottree. Okay. You find information on a website about strange historical facts. Aloysius. Maybe Aloysius or Aloysius. Aloysius Herring. No wonder they called him Red. Sorry, mate, can't pronounce your name. I know what, we'll just call you Red, okay? Okay. So, we'll highlight him. And he is Red. Oops. Red Root. Oh, I'm on caps lock, that's why. Red Roottree. Okay. Was an appointed judge and politician. Oh, right. Judge and politician. Okay, cool. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. He then tried to run for state senate. He claimed to be related to the Roottree Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that his last name was merely a coincidence. Okay, so not a blood relative, or not a relative at all. He's not a relative. He's not a relative. Okay. Alright, okay, so righty-ho. Next cab off rank. Why have we not crossed off these guys yet? Jim. Red herring. I love that. It's a red herring. Jim Roottree. Jim? Right. I can do this. Jim Roottree. James Roottree. Oh, I've got a photo of him. James Roottree. James Roottree. He's a singer. His wife is Diamond LaRue. Wife. Diamond LaRue. If you want to pronounce it en français. The duo, according to many sources you find, is considered as a one-hit wonder due to the disco song Rolling On Down the City is now in your evidence folder, okay? Although Jim writes the majority of songs, plays guitar and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band has never had another hit, but has its fans, who refer to themselves as the Diamonds Dazzlers. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than the one song. So they decided that they'd try to get a hit by making a disco song. And then that was it. Back to the country music. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music throughout the 80s and 90s. Other albums you might find mentioned are Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse and he hasn't made a public appearance since 19. Okay, so he's a recluse. Is a recluse. A recluse, not a recluse. Blues Clues. Okay. Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter albums. I don't know what to write down because Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter. Not exactly catchy album names, really. No wonder they were not all that famous. Okay. Should I put the date in? Since 1996. Save the note. Okie dokie. So we have another clue now. Oh, look at them. Oh, so cool. They are cool. Rolling on down to the city. Disco balls. Yeah, look at that. Very Bee Gees. Looks Bee Gees. All these blonde women. This is definitely a Caucasian family, for sure. Rolling on down the city was barely a top 20 hit for a few weeks in 1979. Oh my goodness, 1979. What was I listening to in 1979? I think I was probably, how old was I? I was married. 1979, I had 2 children. 1 year and 3 years old. 1979. What we were listening to when our kids were little. We were listening probably to all sorts of weird and wonderful music at that time. Kind of branched out from metal a bit. And we were listening to I'm trying to remember the artists' names. Another Brick in the Wall. You know who did that. I can't remember. My brain has gone blank. But yeah, Another Brick in the Wall. That kind of stuff we were listening to. Okay. So yeah, back to the list. Who's next? Lauren Roottree. Okay. Lauren. Pink Floyd. Yeah, I know you knew. I know you'd know it. Pink Floyd, yes. And other kind of big band stuff like that. You know those kind of, I think they call now those kind of theatrical bands. It was these bands that came out like in the late 70s where it was all very theatre. They were huge. they're huge bands, and they were very theatrical, and when they put on shows, there was lots of, stuff going on in the background, and the bands were really big. The bands sort of got bigger and bigger. And I think that's, if I remember my musical history correctly, I think that's what prompted the generation, the punk rock kind of thing. It was like anti-big bands. It was back to very basic, not theatrical, not lots of layered musical sounds and what have you, which is what I like. I mean, I like not so much the theatrical, but I like my music to have lots of layers, like complexity in it. And then that next generation went, no, this is crap. We're not going to listen to this crap that my parents listened to. We're going back to basics. We're going to get a guitar, we're going to get a singer and a drummer, maybe a lead guitar, maybe a rhythm guitar, and we're just going to make music that's kind of raw and in your face, man. Not at all kind of polished and what have you. I think that's what happened. Anyway, this is music history with Granny Does Games. Music history with Granny. Oh, dearie me. Oh, okay. So Lauren is an author. Lauren. She is an author. An author. That's not how you spell author. Okay. A distant relative of the Roottree sisters is known for her book. Okay, she's a distant relative. Distant relative. Book was she's not blood. She married into the family. Oh no, she is blood. She married a Rafferty. Okie dokie. Book. A life between the wars. Okay. According to the website about famous authors in the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance novels under her married name, to little fanfare. When her publisher learned that she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, Lauren Roottree, to take advantage of her family's notoriety. Oh, okay. Okay. Married name Rafferty. And kept a diary. Kept family diary. Okay. The selection of diary entries released in 1965. So this was a family. Okay, let's get rid of that. A diary about the family. Okay. Spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with post-war world as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspectives on changing times and socialites all the way through the entry to Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it has found a new life as an exercise in high school English classes to show an evolution in writing styles. Oh no. Well, she's getting royalties from the school. After the success of her diaries, her publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottree. This included Romance in Court, which gained popularity. She followed the re-release up by writing 2 new sequels, creating what fans referred to as the Court Jester series. Okay, romance books. The Court Jester series. Alrighty-o. She's retired. She's listed as retired. Okay. Right, next. Oh, I know who it is. It's Miracle Jr. Who's Miracle Jr.? Right. Miracle. Oh, that's not how you spell miracle. How do you spell miracle? Miracle. That's not how you spell miracle. Come on, woman. It's got an A in it. Oh, my spelling is shocking. That's what happens. Well, I never was good at spelling, actually. I was always bad at spelling. Always bad at spelling, I was. Miracle. No. Don't highlight it. Junior. Miracle Jr. doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has shortened it to... Oh no, he's a televangelist. Oh my lordy. Okay. He's a televangelist. Televangelist. So I said that right. Clergy Watch. He has a show on several stations. Clergy Watch. He was according to a website. Oh no. Website. Website. Clergy Watch. He was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public. Aren't they all? Don't they all do that? When he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. News expose revealed his wife Edith's sister in disguise. Okay. Wife is Edith. Scandals in the family. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tours across the southern United States where he's not well known before this scandal. So we have done everybody, but we still haven't unlocked. So I have get a hint. You should look into Carl Roottree's accomplishments. Okay, I know I'm getting a lot of hints, but I need them. Okay. Right, Carl Roottree. Search. What were his accomplishments? Clothing company. They go on to list some of his accomplishments. Oh, the Watchman of the Year. Let's have a look at Watchman of the Year. we've got a new Business Watch. Oh, okay. Business Watch magazine is a magazine focused on companies, CEOs and the economy. They have been around for over 100 years in one form or another, and will write about major changes in management at fashion companies. Every year they offer an award to a prominent businessman who has furthered the field. They call this Watchman of the Year. You find through a few searches that 2 Roottrees have been featured as Watchmen of the Year, Elias Roottree and Carl R. Business Watch does not host any online archives on any site you can find via spider search, though you may be able to find individuals' articles in the periodical. Okay, Business Watch magazine. Okay, Business Watch. Okay, Elias, search, Elias Roottree, someone scanned and made the, oh, okay, got more evidence, back, oh, that's the photo that we need, probably. This one? No, I've got to find another photo. Alright. Hold up. Okay, Carl. Search. Okay, another evidence. Okay. Oh, Carl. Handsome boy. Right, we've got him now. Carl Roottree was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987, and a photo of him appears on the cover. According to the cover, Business Watch is the magazine for and about corporate leaders, as ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. Carl was chosen not for his work at Roottree Candy, but rather a clothing company, Root. There's a brief history. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired, became a stay-at-home mum. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin Jim, a notable singer, who had a young daughter at the same age. In 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin Ernie, who had just become president of, this is a lot of information. That's okay because it's still there. So, okay, there's not much else. Painting appears to be on the cover. Magazine said yes. 1980, Elias forms the Roottree Company. Had a daughter, the first of 5 children. 4 more followed. He invents 5 pieces. 5 pieces are sold. New recipe and flavour is finalised. There is also a what's next section that claims Elias is going to pivot to ensure his company's legacy. Clanced Trust. Shall we look at Clanced Trust? Maybe. Okay. Clanced Trust. That seems a little weird name. Clansed. That's why it's weird. The Clansed Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottree, who was Elias's son and the Roottree Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. So we need Clancy Edward Roottree. Clancy. Oh dear, that's Miracle. let's get rid of that. Hold on. Delete note. Save note. Right. Clancy. Oof. No. Highlight Clancy. Now he's Elias's son. I know that should have a comma, a thingy on it, but I haven't put it there. Oh, head lawyer. Head lawyer. Okay. That's because we can't spell. Have you noticed yet that I can't actually spell? Even when the word is in front of me. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up in online discussions about financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing the direct relatives. There's an account created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they are 18. Oh. Okay. So the Clanst, maybe we need another note about the Clanst Trust. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do there. Okay, save that note. Clanst Trust. Right, so a portion of profits go to all blood relatives, despite how far they all are. Accessible when reach 18. Okay. The actual number of blood relatives have never been disclosed to the public, but due to ever-increasing success, it's number of the actual money. Okay. It's known for being essentially impossible to get around due to the many checks and balances. Still, there are family members forcibly removed from the trust. There have been a few situations where family members have been tried to forcibly remove other members from the trust. So I'm assuming if you die, you're removed from the trust. The only information you discover is from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talking about the root trees. While looking into the Clancy Trust, you often find mentions to the 5 pieces guarantee. Okay. How to remove family members from the trust by death? Question mark? Save the note. Okay, so we want the 5-piece guarantee. Okay, the 5-piece guarantee. I can never remember how to spell guarantee. I'm terrible at spelling. G-U-A. Guarantee? That's not right, is it? Is it one E? No, it's 2 E's. Guarantee. See? Shocking speller. Okay, the 5-piece guarantee. Highlight. Okay, in combination with the clans trust, I pronounce it not I pronounce it but it's obviously clan, was Elias Roottree's attempt to ensure the Roottree Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. Well, it's not going to be there for eternity, is it? In isolation, it's somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Roottree's president is always locked to the price of a single packet of 5p. What? When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, it was 25 cents a year. Now it's $4. The president's salary is only $4. Okay, I'm sure he gets other stuff. Combined with the Klant's trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to become president, and he knew because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company, they would have vested in it. It's very clever. That is super clever. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision is widely debated online and in person by economic enthusiasts of all levels. Okay, well, interesting. But we still haven't gotten, so we need a picture of Gwyneth. Okay, let's research Gwyneth again. I think we went down that rabbit hole. Gwyneth Roottree. So we need, I think, to Gwyneth was according to their daily demonstrations and according to the showing off the turn of the century appliances. Turn of the century appliances. Housewife? Wife? No. Appliances? No. Okay, so we're going to have to maybe look at the clues again. So we've found all these guys, right? We've eliminated red. There's 29 pieces of clues about them. 5 pieces. 5 pieces. Candy. Teen Blast. We could look at Teen Blast, maybe. Maybe if we... Okay, let's do Teen Blast. Teen... Hi, Catman. Hi, Catman. I'm doing a mystery. I think it's a murder mystery. Because I think we found out that the only way to get people removed from the family business, so to speak, from getting money from the family business, might be only by killing them. And some of the family have died in a helicopter crash. Don't know whether this is still working yet, Catman. We'll try it again. Sam might have to fix it up for me. Jeez. Ah, dear. Anyway, if it's not working, which it doesn't seem to be, go check out Catman. Go check him out. He's amazing. He's funny. He's sweet. He's kind. He plays great games. Well worth a look. So we've got to use our brains. I know. Here we are, sitting here. What is it for you, Catman? Friday night? I suspect your brain might be just a little bit scrambled by the time Friday night comes. But, maybe with a few drinks, we might be able to, pop it up a notch. Team Blast. Oh, periodicals. Periodicals? Team Blast? Teen Blast? No. Okay. Public Library? No. No. Okay. So that didn't give us anything. Okay, so we've got a little cheat hint here. Lauren Roottree's spider search was mentioned in a book. You can search in the public library for books. Lauren Roottree result mentions a book. Lauren Roottree. Okay. Where's my notes? Oh, the diary. Yes, we can look up the book. A Life Between the Wars by Lauren Roottree. Okay. Public library. Lauren Roottree. A Life Between the Wars. Search. Okay. A Life Between the Wars? Did I not write that down right? Oh, maybe the Court Jester series? The Court Jester series? No. Definitely Lauren Roottree. Maybe it was a longer name. Darn. Back to Lauren. I thought I wrote the relevant information down. Obviously not. Yeah, A Life Between the Wars. Maybe the other book was Romance in Court. Okay, Romance in Court. Romance in Court. Aha! A romance novel by Lauren Roottree. The About the Author blurb mentions she had the inspiration from one of her brother Clancy's lectures on the Middle Agency. Oh, maybe I should look up Clancy Roottree. There's an A in there. Clancy Roottree. Oh, can't spell. Shoot. Okay, search. Clancy Roottree. Clancy Roottree's not coming up. Why is Clancy Roottree not coming up? Nothing relevant. Back? No, forward. About Lauren's book. Brengan! I've hit a bit of a thing. Definitely A Life Between the Wars. Oh, it was under... Okay. Lauren Rafferty. A Life Between the Wars. I spelled that right? It's definitely Rafferty, Lauren Rafferty. She released them under her family name, Roottree. That was the hint. A Life Between the Wars by Lauren Roottree. Yes, I did that, and nothing came up. What did I not spell it right? Lauren, right? Roottree. A Life Between the Wars. Is it me? Lauren Roottree, A Life Between the Wars. I put in Romance in Court, but that didn't. I'm doing something wrong. Because the hint says, right, search the public library for A Life Between the Wars by Lauren Roottree. I did. Nothing came up. Let me do this again. Lauren Roottree, A Life Between the Wars. Oh, A Life Between Wars, Catman. Thank you, Catman. Thank you. Take out the word thing. Thank you, Azzy. Were you lurking, Azzy? Were you lurking? Welcome in. You just couldn't help yourself, could you? You had to come out and tell me how... Granny, you're being stupid. Yay! Ay, you seem to have hit the jackpot. This is a book occasionally taught in schools. You even find a hardcover edition for students that has full-page, high-quality pictures in it. 7? Wow. Okay. We have pictures. This one. Who in the heck is that guy? I have no idea. This one. This and that's Lauren's. I've got Lauren's photo. Oh, another photo? Another thing that I should click on? School Publishing. Nope, can't click on anything else. Still got a thing on it. Why? Notes. Can't click on anything else. Captures an evolution in perspective from adolescence to adulthood. Below are the notes and observations you made while skimming through Lauren Roottree's pages. In Life Between the Wars, Lauren Roottree is on the notable Roottrees list. Right. The book was published in 1965. Consists of diary entries stretching from 40 to 65. Husband Jacob died in the war when Lauren was pregnant. Her son Clark was raised alone. She only had one child. Granddaughter of Elias and Gwynedd, her mother's family was called the Cosels, but she hardly ever mentions them. Her father she referred to as Pop. It's clear from the context that the Roottrees have internal shorthand names from different generations of their family. Lauren uses them often. 5 Pieces was the first generation of children. Next generation was Lauren's generation. The Free Spirits are the generation after Lauren, including her son. Okay. Still something that I've missed. Okay, this one. Who's this? Don't know. Kid? Good. Okay. Still four. Don't quite know what. Don't know. I'm clicking on everything. Why? Life Between the War notes. Oh, there's another page. What an idiot. An entry entitled Complaints from Lauren Roottree's diary was written in 1953. That's the year my husband was born. This entry seems to be focused specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn. It seems everyone has something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. During the summer, when I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she would be the sister I never had and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the 2 of them. What a mess. But she just complained. To her, I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off living the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me even now from my coffee table. She gets to be in Starlet and tells tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottree woman to be anything other than a housewife, and I'm jealous. If I were not a single mother, I could make my own way in the world. But I'm off topic. A girl with all the luck in the world was jealous of me, and now I thought, though I have been undoubtedly burdened by terrible tragedy, I'm also lucky to be born into a family that can support me for eternity. I can raise a child without worry, unlike countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would rightfully scoff, like I do at Gwyn. Okay. An entry entitled Dynasty from Lauren Roottree's diary in 1958 focuses on her day with her grandfather, Elias. Oh, the day that Elias announced he would step down. I wish I had been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Grandad was furious none of his sons would be taking over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it for so long. With architects, preachers and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Great series, by the way. Star Trek, Next Generation. I recommend it. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family since we still have the Roottree name. Not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5 pieces. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Grandad has always had very particular views when it comes to his bloodline. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm next oldest of all, but he just laughed. Typical in those days. Nobody in that era would have let a woman take over. I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, even ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered, maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Oh, that's body shaming. Body shaming, lady. An entry entitled Sam from Lawrence Roottree's diary, written in 1963. From a previous entry, you learned that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in the family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Grandad had a brother or 2. But I was told, trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam so special? Nothing adds up. I'm not the only one to realise. Who is Sam? Is Sam secretly Gwyneth's child? Outside of marriage? Who knows? Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn's in Paris. Some might say that Paris is paradise, but I would not say that. But the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, so Miracle Jr. had children, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognise Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, E.C. and John, when he used... there's a lot of information in this book. When he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that Zach checks the records and managed to confirm all 3 are on the books. On the books. Does that mean E.C. and John are relatives? Blood relatives? Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding, so her brother's name is Eli as well, yeah? When he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago. Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that's proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm, of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup. Why is Grandad making an exception now? But I would have thought that Gwyneth's blood is not Roottree's blood. If she had had a child not by Elias. One of the final entries called Clark. In 1964. Clark's getting married, in my opinion far too young. He's barely 18 for God's sake. And Danielle isn't much older. But openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Clark's like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. The only one that has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Maybe I'm just getting a bit old, but our generation was never so bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry. Hey, Chrissy, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're solving mysteries. Family tree mysteries. It's very exciting. Well, I'm excited. I'm not sure whether everybody else watching is excited, but I'm excited. I'm finding it fascinating. My brothers all seem to pursue... I read that bit. The only rebellious thing any of us ever did was to bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Oh. What does that mean? He was different? Don't know. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over. Edward. Edward Roottree? Oh, was that the one that took on the family name of Roottree? Because he's going into the, even though he's not a blood relative. You still there, Catman? I'm happy for you to lurk. This is quite complicated. Lurk away. Okay. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart. Swashbuckle My Heart. Oh my goodness. What a title for a romance novel. That's the best title of a book I've seen so far. Is based on the pirate story I used to invent with Jacob when he was walking in the woods after school. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all. Also, Jacob died in World War II. And his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Gwyn is Gwyn, but at least she came out of the divorce with her head held high. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet the kids. But the free spirits, in any other family, they'd all end up on the streets, even Clark. Okay, so we did all of that. That was a lot of reading. Did this get us any further? No, because there's still one more picture left to find. So, what is the latest? Where does she look older? So there must be an older lady picture. Maybe this one? Yeah, there's one more. Okay. Oh, that's him as a child. That's him. Oh, okay. One more picture. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right. Okay, hinty boy. One of the diary entries offhanded appearing in the publication. Sam? Sam Roottree, maybe? Let's look, because Sam was the kind of... Sam? Was he a Roottree? No, he wasn't a Roottree. Oh, yeah, I've got to go back through that diary now. Oh, dearie me. Carl? Okay. So, what was that? Sam wasn't mentioned getting a mention. Oh my goodness, what was that? Offhandedly mentioned a relative appearing in a publication. A relative appearing in a publication. Was it Carl? No. A publication. Sam, obscure. Sam's definitely some kind of mystery. Okay, let's go to page 1. I think it might be raining outside. It's clear. So not page 1. She dyed her hair. Clark. So Clark. She gets to be in the Starlet. Gwyn Roottree, the Starlet. Maybe if we look at periodicals. Starlet. And it's Gwyn. Gwyn. No. Okay. Was it the Starlet or was it Starlet? Ba-bum. She gets to be in Starlet. We can try. Starlet. Is it a double T? Is it a double T? No. Definitely Starlet, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Starlet was a magazine that started with the colorization of film and went until the 64. Generally, it was a tabloid focused on famous actors and actresses. Okay, was that another thing we got? Oh no, the publication was... Now we can maybe find it in periodicals. No. Didn't it say it added it? There. No. Just search. Oh. I thought she said it was Gwyn, didn't she? Didn't she say it was Gwyn? Gwyn. Oh, double N. Double N. Gwyn. There we go. Here we go. Spelling is going to, obviously spelling is going to be a big problem for me in this. I might have to go back to a spelling bee. Gwyn Roottree was often in starlet. Most mentions are around the time of her divorce in 58 from Wild Bill Williams. The gossip is speculative and full of tabloid stereotypes. Some of it focuses on the fact that when she announced her divorce, she also announced she was pregnant again. So she has 2 children. Others mentioned that the rumour is Wild Bill had multiple affairs which left her heartbroken. There's also an interview from earlier in mid-1957 where she was asked about her last name. The power of a name is undeniable. My grandfather constantly preached the importance of family names and honouring them. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottree has power. My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself because he didn't have the benefit of being born with a famous one. Oh my. But Wild, combined with the alliteration Williams, is incredibly memorial. Although we've relocated to Paris, I know your readers love to keep up with my husband, so consider this a starlet exclusive about both of us. Wild Bill and I have a child on the way, and we're sticking with Roottree for the last name, not Williams, but we also plan to lean into the alliteration. That's how we'll honour both our family names for the next generation. So is it William Roottree? Wild Roottree? Was there a William Roottree on that list? Where's my list? Where's my list of names? Here we go. Roottree. We have got a Gwendoline. Right. Maybe Gwendoline. Roottree? Let's have a look up of Gwendoline Roottree. Okay. Gwendoline Roottree. Gwendoline Roottree. Oh. Nothing there. Okay, we haven't got to that bit yet then. Starlet. There's nothing else relevant in Starlet, was there? Periodicals. She was pregnant again. Relocated to, I think this, not Williams. But we plan to lean into alliteration. Okay. Cornwall. Wally Roottree. Wild Roottree. Billy Roottree. Bill blah 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 blah. There's another Gwendoline up here. So it's definitely a Roottree. Margolite. Margolite? Gee Wilkins. That's a terrible name. Margolite. Tessa Rayner. What about Margolite? Margolite. Search? Nope. Okay. You're off to bed. Night, Bamacozy, night. You're welcome. I'm only going to carry on for another half an hour or so. I'm a bit stuck at the moment. Still looking for this other photo. So this must be Sam. Maybe the eldest with the one eye. Oh, maybe that's him. So we're looking for another photo is our problem. One more photo of Elias and attached to Elias. Let's get another hint. Clark. Oh. Well, how would I get Clark out there? Clark? Oh, maybe it's the grandfather. I don't know. Let's do search for Clark. Clark. Is it Clark with an E? Bah! Bah! Maybe it wasn't Clark with an E. Maybe it was Clark with no E. Okay, let's read this again. Gossip is speculative, full of tabloid hysteria. Some of it focused on the fact that when she announced her divorce, she also announced she was pregnant again. Others mentioned that the rumour is Wild Bill had multiple affairs. My grandfather constantly preaches the importance of family names. My husband goes by Wild Bill. But Wild combined with the alliteration Williams is memorable. Wild combined with William. What? Williams? What? Anybody have any ideas? Wild compared with the alliteration Williams. What's alliteration? I'm stuck. So, oops. I should know this. I was never taught English properly when I was a child, obviously. Alliteration. Occurrence of the... Okay. Alliteration is when two or more words begin with the same sound. Wild Williams. Williams, Willed. Wild Bill, Willed Bill. Wild Bile? I troubling here. Gwendolyn, we Margolite, Tessa. Others seem very, oh, here we go. Carl Clancy, Elias, Jack. Oh, Miracle, maybe. Oh gosh, there's a lot of miracles. Ah, Miracle Jr. Maybe it's Miracle. So we did Miracle, didn't we? Is Miracle their child then? Oh dearie me, I'm struggling. Miracle Roottree. Oh, here we go. Oh. You find a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottree's estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracles Roottree. Miracle Roottree arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he would not survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over. Okay, let's stick him in the notes. Okay, here is the Miracle Network. Miracle Network. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Youngest of Elias and Gwyneth's kids. Okay. With the birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. 23 years later, Miracle Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the highest power. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new... okay. Below the blurb is a flyer about the tour which is in your evidence. Okay, so... spreading the healing word of the Almighty. Okay. Let's try and spell things properly, shall we? And he is father of Miracle Jr., also an evangelist. Okay. Alrighty then. So we've got another clue. Okay, here he is. Photo. Okay. Witness the power of the Lord in the summer of 96. 3 Generations of Miracles tour. Featuring the testimony from the world famous Miracle Jr. And a special appearance from Miracle Roottree in his 68th year on God's earth. Children now welcome. Celebrate with your pastor, Miracle III, and his wife, Nicole. Okay. Cool. Right, where does that leave us? we still haven't got. We've got miracle. We still need one more. Maybe we need a lot more. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So we researched Miracle Junior, didn't we? What about the Miracle the Third? Is that what his name was? Miracle the Third? Let's have a look at our clues again and our list. Miracle. Men. Roottree. Miracle the Third. Maybe that's what we have to research next. Okay. Let's search for Miracle Third. Is that the right? Nah. Is it the third? The third? I can't go back. Where's that flyer? It says Miracle Third. Maybe we have to research Miracle Network. Maybe. Miracle Network. Okay, you find a website for the Miracle Network production company. Witness the testimonials. Okay, well that's not right then. So we did do Miracle Junior, didn't we? I mean, I think we actually looked at him, but we'll go back and look at him. No, just the scandals. That didn't add anything to our clues. Clark. We're still trying to research Clark. Oh, he wasn't a Roottree, was he? Maybe I'll just put Clark in. Clark. No. But we don't know what Clark's name was. What his last name was. Okay, let's have a look at Lauren. Oops. Tree. Lauren Roottree. Oh. It's Lauren. Okay. Lauren Roottree. Life Between the Walls. She's retired. Can't seem to research Clark. Let's go back to this book. Right, he said, now she's off living the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. Went to stay with her Aunt Margot. I hoped she would be a sister. I never had, and I do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde. She's just, to her, I was the lucky Clark. Who was Clark? Who is Clark? Why is Clark? She's off living the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. I admit seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottree woman to be anything other than a housewife. What is this to do with Clark? Okay, go back to my list. Definitely was a Clark. A Clark. Let's have a look at Clark. Clark. We're looking for Clark. 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 Rafferty. Clark Rafferty. Okay. Clark Rafferty. Okay, a few fan sites for the band Jim and Diamond seem to mention that he used to make music with Clark Rafferty. They mentioned an album called These Times. Okay. These Times? Yay! A band called C&J and J&D released one single called These Times. Someone with the username XXX Diehard Dazzler XXX scans the cover and noted that it cost him over $200 at an auction. Apparently, this was Jim Roottree and Diamond LaRue's first song together. He also mentioned that it was performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister, so I expect we'll have to find Diamond's sister's name, and that it was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. You can't find anything else about XXX, I Hard Dazzle XXX, the band or the single. So all that's left to do is to scan to your evidence after a blazing fast 35-minute download. Okay. What did we get? Hello. Oh. These Times is an old single from a folk group, C&J plus J&D. You have a scan of the album as well as a recording of the title track thanks to a collector of Jim and Roottree memorabilia. The website also lists the songs credited as music and lyrics by Clark Rafferty and Jim Roottree, backup vocals by the LaRues. On a sticker it says, folk style songwriting catchy MMM magazine. The lyrics of this song contain no clues. Life is life and love shall be, me for you and you for me. Someday will come, though that is tree. What? Will be the last of what was we. With passing years all paths diverge, rivers rambling onward surge, one source behind old memories, but find their way to different seas. Someday these times will all be over. Dew dries on the morning clover. So take my hand beneath the tree and carve your name with me. These times are ours for free. We'll tell ourselves these stories older, dwell on warmth, ignore the colder, probably yearn for what could be, rose tinted by youth's memory. So act as though these times ain't fleeting. Love still flows, our hearts hard beating. For now ignore fate's destiny. Two roads that crossed once at this tree. Someday these times will all be over. Dew dries on the morning clover. So take my hand beneath this tree and carve your name with me. These times are ours for free. Okie dokie. Righty-ho. What the heck does that first thing mean? Granny's now poet. This is what got me. Life is life, and love shall be, me for you and you for me. Someday will come, that this tree will be the last of what. Now I understand it. Someday will come, though, that this tree will be the last of what was we. Bad poetry, but I get it now. Can we listen to it?
Life is life, love shall be, me for you and you for
Yeah, no. No, yeah, no. Can I stop it? Stop it. Stop. 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 No, thank you. There we go. Thank you very much. I think we'll. I don't like the bad country music. Okay. Okay. Okay, where have we got to now? Here. Ah. Oh. Okay. So we've added to Gwyneth. We've also added to Elias. My goodness me. My goodness me. Right. Next. So do we have to now? Clark and Jay. Jim Roottree. Clark and Jim. Who were the LaRues? I've forgotten who the LaRues were. Where's my notes? Married name. So Lauren's married name was. Here we go. Diamond LaRue. Okay, so Diamond. So Clark and Jay. J and D were the Diamonds. Back up by the LaRues. So Diamond LaRue had a brother. Maybe we look up Diamond LaRue. Let's look up Diamond LaRue. Okay, that came up as Jim and Diamond, Diamond Dazzlers, Diamond's Dazzlers. So we can't find anything about Diamond's brother. Okay, Diamond's Dazzlers? I bet that's not really anything. Diamonds. I bet that's not anything. Diamonds Dazzlers. Nope. Oh! Yay! Diamonds Dazzlers is the name of the official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You'll find a forum post called Cool Things You Got in the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out a Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it's no longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honour it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent post about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures of Christmas cards over the years, there's only one relevant. The card from 1996 includes pictures of Jim Diamond's younger son Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies. Well. Okay. A picture of a Christmas card from Jim Diamond, who's a picture of his son Wolf listening to his parents' latest music. Well done! Hi and bye. I'm just about to finish up. I know you were streaming. Okay, that didn't give us another one, but did that give us another one? No, that didn't give us another picture. All right. But yes, I think that's where I think my brain has finished being crazy for the day. So I think that's where we'll end it today. I think I need a bit of a lie down and a cold flannel to the head. My brain is overheating. Oh my goodness me. But I wonder whether this is wrong. I don't know. I don't know whether it's just that we have to find all the pictures, but we'll keep going. Hopefully this video will do well, and I'll try a second video of it. And then if the second video doesn't do so well, maybe I'll just finish the game by myself. But it's really interesting. I thought it might be interesting when I saw the thing on Steam, the Steam page, but any road up. Hopefully, let's just, dearie me, where are we? See if we can do this. See if this will work before we leave. It may, or it may not. Anyway, check out our beautiful, wonderful friend, Weldon. He has been doing a lot of streaming of Dinkum. Forever Dinkum. So yeah, go check him out. And go check out all the other wonderful content creators that have dropped into this stream. Thank you for all those people who have chatted. Thank you for all my lurkers, my beautiful lurkers. And yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. Most probably Dinkum, but we'll see. Unless something else comes up. Any road up. That's where I'm done. I'm done. Forever Dinkum is good. This is what we should name our group. Forever Dinkum. Maybe we should start off a new Discord server. Forever Dinkum. Anyway, hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your afternoon, rest of your evening, rest of your night. Have a lovely sleep if you're sleeping, pleasant dreams. Yeah, and I'm sending you all love and hugs and wonderful thoughts. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.